Alright everybody, day 2 of greenhouse deconstruction is about to take place. As you can see behind me, we have the skeleton frame. That is where we got the greenhouse from day 1. There's a link to that video down below if you haven't seen it. It's the beginning of this project and you'll see how we deconstructed everything. What I'm going to do now is get a marker and label and trace the rafters, and then I'll label the walls here and there so that as I disassemble this and take it over to Tennessee and some time passes, I will know what's what and who goes where. I will say this, I now am so very pleased that we originally built the greenhouse with screws, because this is going to make it a lot easier to take apart. The overall game plan is to take down the rafters and ridge beam first. So we're going to take the roof apart, then we'll start taking the walls down. The shorter walls, the one that's right here behind us facing, that one's going to stay intact. It is 12 feet wide. So when it gets put on the trailer, it's going to be 12 feet long. I think it's going to be fine for hauling over to our property. The trailer we've got will be able to fit everything like that fine. The long walls, however, are too long to haul on the trailer. So they're going to get cut in half, pretty much right in half. So they'll be 8 feet wide and only 6 feet tall at that point. Either way, this all starts with marking out my rafters. So let me find that marker and I'll see you guys in the greenhouse for marking stuff then. I've got the rafters marked. If you look closely, you can see either a letter L or letter R. That stands for the left side or the right side of the greenhouse as you walk through the front door. And then numbers 1 through 9. So I've numbered the rafters left, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, front to back. That'll be plenty good enough. I also put a little bit of tick marks, or well, scribed lines where the rafters line up. That way, should I forget, well, I don't think I will, but should I forget, I'll have reference points for where those rafters originally lined up and be able to reuse screw holes, and everything should assemble a lot better over in Tennessee. That takes care of all the, I guess, the really difficult or dangerous parts. The entire ridge beam is now liberated of the screws holding the rafters to it. So what I'm going to do next is go down the sides of the walls and unscrew the rafters of the walls, sit them down, and just work my way across, unzipping the roof line.
That's alright, but how you gonna get down?
Same way I got up. By the grace of God.
Good job, honey. You made that look so graceful.
Hey, that's me, graceful.
It's leaning a little bit.
scuttle back there real quick before the wind blows us over. Oakley dokley, the roof is gone. It has disappeared. That is good. The next thing I'm going to do is I need to remove my double top plate. As a reminder, that's the board that's on top of the wall that's double thick. The double top plate is the one on top, and it's what locks your perpendicular walls to each other. It does overlap in the corners, so from that sense, I need to remove it so that I can then take the walls apart from each other. So hey, back on the ladder for some double top plate removerisms. It just occurred to me, I do not need to unhook the double top plates from this whole wall. I just need to unhook the overlaps. There we go. Let's put some screws back in this thing. Oh. It may be a little difficult to tell, but all of the walls are separated, at least at the tops and all the joints. If you go up and wiggle these things, they are barely hanging on by the bottom plates. So the next thing to do is to remove the bottom plate. However, it's going to be a little bit tricky. Whenever I raised the greenhouse walls, I did not have a bottom plate. I had studs just floating this way, and they attached directly to the 2x6. That is more of the sill plate, perhaps that's the term, or whatever. I made it to the bottom plate. So what that means is, unless I can detach the 2x6s from the foundation wall, I'm going to have to detach every single one of these studs from the bottom plate. That's not a big problem, except that the bottom plate does a lot for the rigidity and structural integrity of the wall. The bottom plate really needs to stay attached so that I can take this down in sections, throw it on a trailer, and haul it about 100 miles down the road. So I'm gonna do a little bit of investigation, a little bit of private eye inspector gadgetisms, and see if I can detach the bottom plate and keep these walls whole. I'll see you guys when I have a solution or when I'm ready to admit defeat. That one's broken. This one's not holding anything. Another toenail back here. Maybe that's it. That's it. No. Is there one beneath this guy? It's a great mystery. If only there was some videos somewhere I could see how this thing was built, huh? Well, I'm not going to be able to finish it today. Unfortunately, the the guy who built this thing apparently bought 1,000 screws and decided he had to use them all in the bottom of the greenhouse. It's going to take quite a bit of time to pull the studs apart carefully, find the screws that are hidden, and then pry them out. I've got the left side of the front wall here done, but not even started the right side. I don't have much daylight left, so I'm going to go ahead and call it quits here. I still need to feel good about the progress, right? Right? We feel good. The entire roof's gone. Hey, that's something. The double top plate is disconnected, and I didn't waste my time taking all the screws out. I did have the epiphany to, hang on, how about just the overlaps? So that was great. What else did I get done? And then every single one of the corners are disconnected. So honestly, just waiting for Sam to figure out how to get the bottom plate apart without disassembling everything, and then we're good to just flopsy mopsy hit the roadsy. That didn't rhyme, but it's okay. So, out of the way, hopefully you guys enjoyed getting to hang out a little bit on this chillier, yet still hint that spring is coming day we had here in North Carolina. Hopefully you enjoyed getting to see the greenhouse again, although it's, you know, coming down. But rest assured, it will be built again, just on our Tennessee homestead. If you guys got any questions or comments about anything in this video or in general, you know what to do. Leave us a comment down below. Otherwise, take care. We'll see you guys next time on the homestead. Okay, truth be told, I'm not done working. I'm cleaning up, but hey, who wants to see Sam clean up? Not too many people, I guess. Although if you're still here, you might want to see it, don't you? Yeah, okay. That's probably what you really want to see is mess ups.